What is going on, guys? Teriyaki back here with episode 3 of this Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes little playthrough of this free-to-play Spelltrix account. Today, gonna update you a bit more on the roadmap that I created from last video, and then we got 2 more nodes on a one of the dark side battles to get through. I don't know if we'll get all the way through the other 2 sectors on Dark Side Battle that we have to do. Light Side we've finished, and Cantina we have Sector 5 and Sector 6 that we can go through because we are level 70, so we can do Sector 6. So we're probably going to do at least these 2 today. As you guys can see, we're basically maxed out right here for Light Side, meaning I can farm 3PO and Chewie shards. I can farm Mara Jade shards, Admiral Piet shards. I can start farming Mon Mothma, Nisa. Obviously, we're farming Veers here. But yeah, we got pretty much every node that we want to farm right as of right now unlocked. We also on dark side battles technically have every node that we want unlocked as well. Like we have our Anakin node, which we're going to try and get him up to 7 stars because he needed for the Jedi team we're building. We got our Keller and Beck node. I occasionally farm Boba Fett node. Eventually we'll have to start farming her. I haven't hit up Captain Rex too much. I've only hit him up once. I haven't touched the Mandalorian node because we technically don't need to, because you can get him through Galactic War shop. Our range trooper, and nobody from this little section. If I hit up anybody from here, is most likely just going to be Tarful and Vander Chewie here, and probably Old Daka, and then eventually Admiral Radis. But right now we got these last 2 nodes on 5 that we have to do, and then we can go up to 6 and 7. I don't know if we'll get through specifically all of that today because I don't have a lot of allies per se. I have probably like 12 allies that I can use currently, but we're going to use up most of them for Cantina battles anyways. But as per usual, I'm going to turn off my face cam and speed up the video from here until we finish the Cantina battles. Then I'll return, and then we'll go back over the roadmap a little bit at the end of the video. So anyways, I will see you guys when all those battles are done. All right, what is going on, guys? We went from being in Galactic Wars. How I always lose the train of thought of what that freaking game mode is. So we went from being in Galactic War to being in the character screen, also to having my face cam back. I had to record separately the first part of the video, and then the face cam, the no face cam portion of the video, and then this is technically part of the face cam video, but I can actually edit this one a little bit better. It's just I haven't set up my stream deck with a button to not have the face cam and to have the face cam pop up. But what I do have is the mute and unmute mic part. But I might work on that today. But anyways, here we are on the character screen just for our weekly update portion. As you guys can see, we have Darth Vader right here, up to 7 stars. Finally, we can actually no, we can't level him. I thought we could level him. I thought I was level 72 for a second. We have him max level, max everything that we can be right now, besides a couple of these things down here. I was originally at 3 before the start of this video, but yeah, we're slowly but surely working on his abilities. Mace Windu's almost 7 stars. We just got Boba Fett to 7 stars between the first portion of the video, like the introduction, and then the no camera portion of it. So we had got Boba Fett up to 7 stars. Grand Moff Tarkin is almost 7 stars. We got Padawan Obi-Wan to 5 stars. Jedi Anakin is almost 6 stars. TIE Fighter Pilot is almost 7 stars. Master Qui-Gon, we're going to try and get him to at least 5 stars. And same thing with Keller and Beck. If we go to the squad, well, if you look right here, we do have Snow Trooper, Colonel Stark, General Veers, Range Trooper, all pretty much unlocked and ready to go. But if we go to the squads, all right, sorry about that. Something started playing in the background on my PC. It was like blew my ears out for a second. But here we are on my year 1 roadmap. I did go and create the year 2 and year 3 roadmaps as well, but we're not going to go over those just yet until we get to them. They're just going to sit there, just looking pretty, taunting you guys. But our Duel of Fates and other Jedi won something war. I know it's not Galactic War, but Ground War. That's what it is. Our Duel of Fates and Ground War Jedi. The whole team should get us challenge tier 1 for Ground War, and then these two should get up to challenge tier 3-ish before I get them to R7, which will get us to like tier 5 or tier 5 or 6, I think it is. We almost got our full trooper squad unlocked. We're just waiting on Admiral Piet. I am farming him. I did not hit him up for the day, however. So we will do that here on camera. Only 3. What in the hell? I guess I did hit him up a little bit. We need 5 more shards. We'll risk it. We'll see if we can hit those 5 shards. Why does it always do that to me? Always gives me just one less than I need. One freaking less than I need. And if I swear to God, if I refresh it and it gives me none, this game always does that to me. So I'm not gonna risk it for the biscuit on this one. Again, no real progress on the CLS Rex except for like actively farming them and getting shards. This is our first rendition of CLS still. This is basically what they teach you how to use the CLS squad team. This is before you get like Chewbacca, 3PO, and Chewie and CLS, which will again replace Leia, Old Ben, and R2 eventually. Our Empire team, we do have the Mara Jade node unlocked. I haven't been farming TIE Fighter Pilot because I was trying to get Pow to 5 stars finally, and then now I'm going to get Master Qui-Gon to 5-star, and then I'll pause them, go back and finish TIE Fighter Pilot and his ship, hopefully. Grand Moff Tarkin just recently got his rework, and oh my lord, this might have me take out this team entirely and just use Grand Moff Tarkin in the lead spot. Yes, having Mara Jade and Emperor Palpatine together is good, or even just these first three, Palpatine, Mara Jade, and Darth Vader is even good. But what I might do is I might do Grand Moff Tarkin, Vader, TIE Fighter pilot +2, because oh my Lanta, his new rework is freaking amazing. All I need to do is get his basic to here to level 8, this ability up to level 8, and this honestly can be anywhere, but this also helps out as well. This would be one of his zetas, and oh my lord, it just makes his ultimate firepower hit like a goddamn star destroyer, basically. But anyways, our Bamrex is getting there. I finally decided to unlock IG-11. Unlocking these characters is making me struggle a little bit in Galactic Wars because it's inflating my GP. Normally, I would hold off on unlocking characters as much as possible, just so I can keep getting through the Galactic Wars all the way through. But this Jedi team doesn't have too much trouble getting through Galactic War. Yeah, I'll lose Keller and Beck here and there, and then sometimes maybe Mace Windu, but I can usually get through it with these three, Darth Vader, and sometimes Grand Moff Tarkin. And then if Tarkin dies, then I'll throw our Snips in there. But yeah, normally I can get through Galactic Wars. Today I was kind of unlucky. Um, and then I also revised the roadmap a little bit, so I added like what characters I need at what relics, or like where I should be start working on the relics. So after we get Bam unlocked, this is where I'll start working on the relic levels for the Poncho Bros. So they are the first characters that I plan on relicking, the first characters I plan on taking up to Relic 7. Then we're gonna get into our Executor Rex right here, which is Piet, Boba Fett, Relic 8, Darth Vader, Cad Bane, Beskar Mando, all Relic 7. Cad Bane's not part of the journey, but his ship goes with Executor, and then having him at Relic 7 ensures his survivability in the fleet arena. Same thing with, it's not necessarily the same thing with Beskar Mando. The only thing that's the same thing with Beskar Mando, he is a part of the journey. You don't his ship is part of the journey. You don't need him at relics for the journey event, but having him at relic 7 ensures the survivability of Razor Crest anyways. And then another character that I will, even though he's listed on the relic 5, but he is needed for the journey, his ship is not, is Dengar. Dengar I'll most likely be taking up to relic 7 as well, because that ensures the survivability of the punishing one. And when you have Razor Crest, Xanadu Blood, and Punishing One as your 3 starting lineup for Executor, it just ensures better survivability, and you can 9 times out of 10 win every fleet battle that you're doing, or every fleet arena battle that you're doing, or GAC fleet battle, territory war fleet battle. But most of the time in GAC and territory war, your Executor is going to be on defense. But as we get into Relic 5, because I was just talking about Dengar, obviously we have Dengar. We need him at Relic 5. Bosk, we need at Relic 5. We also need Bosk's ship at 7 stars. We need TIE Fighter Pilot at Relic 5, his ship at 7 stars. IG-88, Relic 5, his ship at 7 stars. So the ships that we do need is we need Boba Fett's Slave 1. We need Darth Vader's TIE Advance. We need Mando's Razor Crest. We don't need his, although his is needed for the ship. Same thing with Cad Bane's not needed. His ship is not needed for the event. Actually, is his ship needed for the event? It's been so long since I've actually done the event. We need Bosk and his ship, TIE Fighter Pilot and his ship, and an IG-88 and his ship, plus the TIE Bomber. And then from there, we're going to end up working on Star Killer. And because we have Mara up here, I didn't necessarily list her in the Star Killer Rex, although I should, because we need all 4 of them at Relic 5, which will give us Star Killer. And then this would be our first Star Killer team by this point. We would probably have Emperor Palpatine, Gear 12, Mara Jade, obviously Relic 5 for the Star Killer unlock. Star Killer, we'll try and get him at least Relic 5. Visas Mar will probably be Gear 12, and Old Ben would probably be Gear 12 at this point. And with Kyle, it would give us a Momo squad, so we're more than likely going to have Momo. Obviously, Kyle. We can't. We're kind of working on Scout right now. We've been working on POW, and we're about to start working on Bigs. So that would give us another good offensive or defensive team for GAC and Territory War. And we're slowly working on Dartreya, and I'm getting ready to probably start work on Savage soon. So that'll give us two of the five Sith for places of power. Plus, it'll be a good Treya team. So, and we'll have Dark Talon at Relic 5 because she's needed for Star Killer. And Dash Rindar was somewhere. He's he's probably a little further down, or I didn't put his team up here. But Dash can lead his own team as well. Then we're gonna start working on our. We're slowly working on at least three of them. I've been getting Wicked Shards from the Galactic Wars, but Nisa, I've been farming her node. Poplu and Logray, I've been getting every now and then. Poplu definitely from. I think Logray is also in there as well. The raid store. And then this would be our final CLS squad. Obviously, our Night Sisters, the rest of our Jedi Knight Luke stuff that we need. Our Bo-Katan Mandalore. This is where I would start working on Bo-Katan just because she's a good team to have at this point, and she can just steamroll through a lot of things. It'll help in GAC, Territory Wars, anywhere else in that matter. And then we would get into our Jabba Rex, and then our Jabba squad down here. All the roadmaps kind of will look like this, have teams to build towards, and then like the relic levels of everything. But that's just something that I wanted to update you guys with, anyways. So, but this literally should be done around the 1 year mark, maybe a little bit after, just because the guild I'm in's not doing rote or they're doing the newest raid that they can, which is Naboo right now, but they're not doing rote, which is kind of like limiting some things that I can do. So this might be a little bit after a year, and then obviously year two might be, because it's not as much. It might be a little bit before the year two mark. It depends. And the same thing with the year three, because it's not as much to work on as at that point. It might be a little bit less than year three. It might be like a couple months less than year three, but it's still around the year three mark. But yeah, anyways, that is honestly about it for this little update for this week. We're getting as far as we can. The other thing that I've been trying to work on has been very hard with what I have is this. I can only one star the tier 3, and I haven't even tried to do tier 2 with some of these because they are just too hard with what I have at the moment. And I believe I got everything there already. Everything's technically tier 1, but tier 2 is pretty hard. I've been trying to get at least this one 3 stars so I can farm it a lot better, and it'll give me better 5-star mods to go and get the rest of these all 3 stars as much as possible, because that is how we're going to get our mods. And then I've been steamrolling through this really. Once I get to this section, that's where the slicing materials are. When I get there, that's probably going to be a little bit harder to do as well. And plus, I have level 80 to do it. This one, I just need to finish doing these, but I don't think I have the allies to go all the way through it just yet, because I just use most of them on the Cantina battles. And then as for Dark Side, we are on 6 normal. Once we get 6 normal done, we can work on 7. And then for hard, we still need to finish up hard node for 5. We finished all the way up to 4. But anyways, before I get too lost in making this video longer than it needs to be, even though I did speed up the normal no camera section. As always, thanks for watching and catch y'all in the next one.